Hi friends, Juan the Yarn Addict here, bringing you another stitch pattern tutorial. This one is for the Tiara pattern. And so here it is. This is the Tiara pattern. Super nice. This is a 2-row repeat that works up in multiples of 5. It's very nice. So as I mentioned, it's a 2-row repeat. One row are these V's with all the chains, and then the second row are the fans. 7 double crochets. It's super nice. So this is what the one side looks like. Let's flip this over and look at the other side. Super nice. So this could be worked up in many different kinds of projects. You can do wraps, you can do throws, you name it. Again, the possibilities are endless. And so let's do some angle shots here to kind of see what we're looking like. It's very nice. Now the yarn that I used is Picasso from Ice Yarns. This is Pink Shades. This is the one ending in 426, I believe. And as I mentioned, this is a 4-weight yarn, but feel free to use whichever 4-weight yarns you would like. This does work up in any weight of yarn. You can use 3-weight, 4-weight, 2-weight, whichever weight you'd like. The pattern will work regardless of the weight of yarn. Now the hook that I used for this is a 6mm crochet hook, US letter J. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get this tutorial started. Okay friends, so to get started, what we need to do is create a slip knot on our hook. However you do this is absolutely fine. This is how I do it. Now from here, what we want to do is chain up multiples of 5. So for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to chain up 30. It's 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to place this on a brief pause, and I'll be back once I have my 30 chains. Okay, so now that I have my 30 chains, what we want to do is chain 1 more and then 3 more. So it's multiples of 5 plus 1 plus 3. So multiples of 5 here, and now 4 more chains. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now that I have all of my chains, what we want to do is we want to go into the 7th chain from the hook with a double crochet. So this little nubby counts as the first one, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's yarn over and go into that 7th chain from the hook with a double crochet. And then from here, what we want to do is chain 3. So 1, 2, and 3. And then we want to go back into that chain with a double crochet. So yarn over, go into that chain, drop a loop, make your double crochet, and it should look like that. So after here, what we want to do is chain 1 and skip 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to skip all of those, and we're going to go into the 5th chain with a double crochet. Let's go in there. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to go back into that chain with a double crochet. Okay, so after that, we have to chain 1 and skip 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to go into the 5th chain with a double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. So go into the chain, do our double crochet, chain 3, and then double crochet. Just like that. So double, chain 3, double, and then chain 1 and skip 4. Double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, skip 4, but we're chaining 1 in between the V's there. Okay, so let's continue. I want to make sure you guys got this. So after your double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, we're going to chain 1 and then skip 4. So skip, 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 skip. So you're skipping 4. We're going to go into that 5th chain with a double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to go back in there with a double crochet, and then chain 1. Okay, so let's skip 4, go into the 5th chain, double crochet, chain 3, then you're going to go back in with a double crochet, just like that. Okay, so let's chain 1, skip 4, go into the 5th one with a double, chain 3, and a double, just like that. Let's get some more yarn out of that donut there. Okay, so after this, we're going to chain 1, and then in that last chain, we're going to insert a double crochet. So let's go into that last chain, insert a double, and that is the end of the first row. So that's what this should look like. Let's move the hook out of the way. Super, super nice. Very nice. Okay, so to start round 2, what we want to do is chain 3 and turn our work. So chain 1, chain 2, chain 3, and turn our work. Okay, so from here, what we want to do is go into this chain space in between the V's. So this is like a V with chains, right? So we're going to jump right into this, and we're going to double crochet 7 double crochets in here. So yarn over, go in, draw up a loop, and do a double. And you're just going to continue doing this until you have 7 double crochets. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So that's 7 double crochets. And then from there, we're going to jump right into the next one with 7 more double crochets. 1, 2. So continue doing this to every chain space along the row here. So 7 double crochets in each of these chain spaces, okay? So I'm going to place this on a brief pause, and I'll be back as soon as I get to the last section here. All right? I'll be right back. Okay, friends, so I am at the end of row 2 here. I've done 7 double crochets in all of the chain spaces. And so to finish row 2, what we need to do is insert a double crochet in the last chain before the stitch, which is right where my thumb is. So we're going to yarn over, go into that chain, draw up a loop, and do our double crochet. And this concludes row number 2. So that's what we're looking like. Super nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and start row number 3. So for row number 3, what we're going to do is chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 3 chains counts as the double crochet. The chain 1 just counts as the chain before the stitches. So let's go ahead and turn our work. Okay, so for row number 3, what we need to do from here is go into the middle stitch of our fan here. So we have 7 double crochets, so we're looking for the 4th one. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And in that stitch right here, we're going to go in with a double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to go back into that stitch with a double crochet. 1 and 2, just like that. From here, we're going to chain 1. We're going to jump to the next fan and look for the 4th stitch from the side, which is the center. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yarn over, go in, do a double crochet, chain 3, go back in with a double crochet, chain 1, jump over, go into the 4th stitch, 1, 2, 3, and 4, with a double, chain 3, and a double. And it should look like this. Okay, so continue doing that, and I'll see you at the end of row 3. Remember, after you do your double, chain 3 double, you're chaining 1, and then going into the 4th stitch of your fan. Okay, so I'll see you at the end of row number 3. Okay friends, so I'm nearing the end of row 3, where we have a series of double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, and then chain 1. Right in between, there's chain 1s. So here at the end, what we need to do is chain 1. And to finish off, what we need to do is insert a double crochet in the chain, the last chain before the stitch. So here's the last stitch, and then the last chain is right next to it. So if you have to turn that chain over to see it, go ahead and do that. But you're going to yarn over and go into this chain right here, very carefully. Again, if you have to finagle it in order to make it work, by all means, draw up a loop and do your double crochet. And that, my friends, finishes row number 3. Okay, friends, so to start row 4, we're literally going to repeat row number 2. So rows 2 and 3 repeat for the duration of your project, regardless of what it is. A wrap, a blanket, doesn't matter. Rows 2 and 3 are the repeats, okay? So what we're going to do from here is, as always, we are going to chain 3. So let's go ahead and chain 3. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to turn our work. Okay, and from here, we're going to work into these chain spaces at the top. Since we're repeating row 2, you can use row 2 as a reference point to see like where your stitches are going. So all you're doing for row 4 are a series of 7 doubles in these chain spaces. That's literally it. Okay, and so I'll do the first one with you, and then I'll meet you down here at the end. So let's go ahead and yarn over and give this first chain space 7 double crochets. It's 2, it's 3, it's 4, 5, 6, and 7. So that's 7 doubles. And then from here, we literally just yarn over and hop right over into the next chain space and do 7 more double crochets. Okay, so continue doing this, 7 doubles in every one of those chain spaces all along the row here, and I will meet you down here at the end of row 4. Okay friends, so I'm approaching the end of row 4. And as you can see, we have a series of fans here, 7 double crochets with nothing in between, right? Just all double crochets, all in the chain spaces. And so from here, like we did in row 2, we're going to go into the last chain before the stitch with a double crochet. So we're going to yarn over. That's the last stitch. That's the last chain before the stitch. So we're going to go in there with a double crochet. Just like that. And that is the end of row number 4. So now row 5 is a repeat of rows 1 and 3. So I'm going to do row 5 with you very quickly, and then after that I'm going to do several more rows to just show you what an extended version of this looks like. Okay? So, like we did before, 2 other times, we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we're going to turn our work over, and we're going to go into the 4th stitch of the shell here, the fans. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to go into that stitch with a double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. From here, we're going to chain 1, jump over to this shell over here, count 4 in, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, and give that one a double crochet, chain 3, and a double crochet. Chain 1, and then continue on. So I'm going to continue this row, and I will meet you at the end of row number 5 right here. All right, so continue doing this. A double, chain 3, double, chain 1. Just keep repeating that. All right, I'll see you down here in just a second. Okay, friends, so I'm at the end of the row here, and what we want to do is make sure that we chain 1, just like that, and then we're going to go into the last chain before the stitch with a double crochet. Yarn over, go into that chain, draw up a loop, and do a double crochet, just like that. Okay? And that's what the side is looking like. Very nice. Okay, so I'm going to do several more rows, and I will be back once I have a lot more crocheted, just to show you what this all looks like on a larger scale. Okay, so for you guys it'll be instantaneous, but for me it'll be a little longer than that. So I will see you as soon as I'm done. Okay, friends, so this is what we're looking like. This is several more rows of the tiara pattern. This is one side, and here is the other. Ooh, I like this side. Very nice. So my friends, that's pretty much it. So if you enjoyed this, please give me a like. Consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, and then of course hit the notification bell to stay updated with everything regarding me and my channel. That is it for this stitch pattern tutorial, and until the next one, take care, friends. Bye.